Nice catch.
That's a good catch. I dropped that one.
Hello.
Welcome to the I Love Monday show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday, and who do I got? My paisan, Dave Russo.
How you doing? Oh, cheers.
Salud, brother.
Salud. How are you?
And we got his beautiful wine that he's drinking.
Hey.
And I got a little bit in here, too.
Cheers.
It's nice. Good stuff. How you doing, brother?
Happy almost Halloween.
Good to have you back.
It's great to be back here on I Love Mondays, and it's a special episode because we have a special guest.
We have a crazy
tonight,
man in the house tonight.
Yes.
He smells unbelievable,
Yes.
by the way.
He showered.
Smells good.
That's
He looks
right.
good. His hair's unbelievable. This guy's got everything in place.
Yep.
I'm very impressed.
It's coming up soon. How
you doing, McKlasky?
I'm killing it right now. Halloween's almost here. It's a Monday. Everything's good.
You dress up weird on Halloween.
Every year. The day before, the day after, the week leading up to.
What's going on with like the festivities? Like everything canceled? Like
It sounds like they canceled Halloween, right? I guess wearing a mask they're telling us is dangerous now, right?
Which is, it's bizarro land.
I feel bad for the kids. This whole thing makes me feel bad for the kids. You know?
Well, I feel bad for the guy in the neighborhood who has like a Trump one or a Biden if you don't like the other one, because those houses are going to get egged. They're going to get egged.
No, they don't. Kids don't egg.
What do you mean kids don't egg houses
They don't
right
light
now?
signs on fire. They don't egg. They
You
don't
know
do
what?
anything.
I think you're right,
They're
Carlo.
a bunch of pussies.
I think this is the year it's going to come back.
I think it's gonna
because
come back this year.
They're going to be
Come
the
on.
only
I
people
think the
out.
adults should go out and trash people's houses.
I was trying to make a point. Like, we probably could now. Not get in trouble.
What's your favorite candy that you would get every year? Like
Like I'm digging for probably Reese's Cup is pretty standard.
that's your favorite though?
Yeah, if for stuff that you're going to get in a Halloween thing, I would go Reese's Cup.
I'd probably go Kit Kat when you were a kid and you got a Kit Kat. I never even heard of
Fucking
Zagnut.
love Zagnuts.
Can
Really?
I-
You like the
Zagnut's
Zagnut?
great.
Marathon bar? I don't know.
It's got peanut butter in his Zagnuts.
Here's the deal, though. That shit, all the Halloween candy, don't buy it. It's disgusting, right? You can't get a box of rice pilaf in a grocery store right now because like there's a holdup on bringing shit in, but there's like 2 years worth of Halloween candy. Those chalky white Kit Kats that don't taste like
Never
Kit
liked
Kats.
those. No, traditional.
No.
Traditional.
They just look weird.
They're just old. That's what it is. These are 2018 chocolate bars we're eating right now.
I hope not. I live
guarantee
in a
you.
Walgreens and malls, and I'm always checking the shelves because I'm always buying the York peppermint patties. York peppermint patties and peanut butter and milk late night.
Do you
That's
remember
a
the York
weird
peppermint-
combo, Dave.
Peppermint patty commercial?
The York peppermint can feel the sensation. I can feel a cool breeze coming through my shirt because I passed out making love to myself. A York peppermint patty.
Did you dress up as like a wrestler or a breakdancer? What's the
Halloween.
best costume you ever dressed up in?
You know, I'm ashamed to say this. I dressed up as Mark Wahlberg because I was in shape. I was in college. I had the hat on back.
pass for that, man.
And I had abs back then. And so I have to be honest. And I was
do you
like,
dress
and I
like
kept
Mark
saying,
Wahlberg?
I didn't wear a shirt. And I just kept walking up to ladies.
With
Can you
jeans
feel
on?
it, baby? I can too. I had Calvin Klein, who was a friend of mine.
You undressed like Mark
I
Wahlberg.
undressed like Mark Wahlberg.
What was your best costume?
I was the bikini bottom on a Hawaiian Tropic model.
Oh.
Yep.
How'd it taste?
I had to go to jail that night, but it was,
Yeah, you gotta
I
be
bet you it would taste delicious with a little bit of that seasoning right there.
which we'll be talking about later.
What about yesterday's Pats game?
All right, so normally I would say football. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I guess it's a shame that Pittsburgh right now is probably the number one team.
Pittsburgh's been nasty.
Yeah, but Tennessee, they
Tennessee's
did drop
tough,
the ball.
great coach.
And of course, you got Brady down there. But the Patriots, I mean, it's a rebuilding year. What are you going to do? If all those little things, game of inches, okay? If he makes one play per game, it's a different situation. But right now, we're just rebuilding confidence. We got hit
Didn't
hard
they lose
with that.
like 40-6 last week or something?
33 to like 6 or something like that. But I
Yeah,
mean, Jimmy
that's
G
more than
and
one
the
mistake.
Niners.
That's
No,
more than
they had it
inches.
horrible.
Listen,
Yeah.
they were in the Super Bowl last year. Let's just
Right.
remember that. Patriots are
Right.
down. They have no front seven defensively.
Right.
We have a lot of injuries.
It's actually not as bad as it.
We turned
they
it
could've
off
done a lot
halfway
worse.
through. We were like, oh, fuck this. It's not worth our time.
Yeah, Newton hasn't had that, like the last couple, since he had COVID, he hasn't been the same.
It's a shame. It's a shame that.
Well, he got over it in 6 days, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, that's why I mean. Maybe he probably should have took a
You
week.
have to take 14.
Yeah.
He probably should have took a week. I mean, they're making us when I drive to a different state.
No, this is a serious thing. You can't just get
live in a
COVID and
cave
then
for 2
play
weeks.
sports at the highest level of physical competition, right?
But these athletes are in phenomenal shape.
He's a beast.
He is.
And
isn't he?
so they have an immune system.
And you know what?
I
Nobody
mean, if
can
they're
get
not
within-
getting women pregnant, they're not immune.
Nobody can get within 6 feet of Cam Newton just because of the brim of his hat.
Double stroller.
That's true. He wears a hat on
Fair
his
enough.
helmet.
As I cough, sorry about that.
Who is Miss Monday this week, Cluff?
Miss Monday this week is Mia from Georgia. Just a normal chick that loves her family and wants to make a difference in the world. I don't know many chicks like that. She's going to school and graduating at the beginning of October as a clinical AAMA.
Oh.
You know what that is,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
MMA?
Yeah, she's going to
Yeah.
be in the mixed martial arts. Miss
All right.
Monday this week is brought to you by our seafood sponsor, J. Pachi, conveniently located at 190 Main Street in Saugus.
food.
J. Pachi is the premier Italian grocery store in Massachusetts with a wide variety of meats, cheeses, and pastas, as well as sandwiches, pizza, and prepared foods. This is like when you walk into the Willy Wonka factory, everything you want is in this place.
This girl, Mia wants to meet Joe Pachi.
Does she?
Yeah, she sent me a message today. She said, "Can you hook me up with this Joe Pachi guy? I love cold cuts. I'm down in Georgia, and she wants
don't have any-
him to mail him like some sausages
Yeah.
and some supersadas."
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Georgia?
Never. I'm never going. I'll never go there.
So, and
I have no
if,
reason.
if any of our
I don't
fans
ever
are-
want to go there. But I'll
My
tell you
favorite
what.
athlete of all time,
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
I knew you were
is
gonna
from
say, how did I
Georgia.
know?
Because we're professionals. He's awesome, and I love the Georgia Bulldogs, and actually beautiful, nice people from Georgia.
Let's talk about Mia real quick. She has
All right.
look at the
Beautiful,
birthmark.
nice people
What
from
about the
there.
birthmark?
A little bit of dinero in the face.
Well, it's a little bit of birthmark, kind of like who the
Tina Louise, Gilligan's Island.
She had a birthmark.
Of
That
course
was
she
that
did.
was airbrush.
Tina Louise was
Was
a
it
phenomenal
real?
model. Of course it was. Come on, don't ruin my night.
If any of our
Tina-
viewers
I
are
came up
fans
with
of
Tina
Mia-
Louise.
I thought you were like a Mary Ann.
I did like Mary Ann. I like the country girls. And she was my height. But Tina Louise, thank you. But Tina Louise had a face thing, and also Julia Roberts, I think, just had a big nose.
And what about the girls with the gaps in their teeth?
I like that.
That's
And you
nice.
know why
I'm into
I read that women are more sexual if they've got a. I read it in the girls' magazine, so it's got to be true.
They have to try harder.
Well, no, I thought it was heavy set women had.
Well, thank you, Mia.
Any
thank you,
deformity.
Joe Pachi.
Edit that one out.
All right, what do we got for viral videos this week?
Breaking Balls continues to leave the internet ablaze. Let's take a look at some of this week's most popular viral videos. This one
do
is
enjoy
entitled The Race, and anytime you're going to run full speed, you have to leave some room to slow down. Let's see if this person did. Roll it.
I mean, did he win? Did he win?
Technically.
He was uncoordinated. He opened the door with his face.
No, but did he win? If
He
he
won.
won,
Oh, he won.
did he win?
Yeah, he won.
The champion.
That was-
I love him.
They should have put the finish line on the other side of the
On
door.
the other side.
I
think
want to
that
see
would have
the
been more
aftermath.
interesting.
I want to see how bloody he is if he lost some
I just want to
teeth.
see him get up, go. I
How
got the
swollen his
gold.
lips are. I mean, I want to see that.
I want to see a guy in track and field bleed.
Get stuck with the javelin.
You're into Bruce Jenner.
Can they do that now?
The Bruce Jenner thing.
What's the next one?
We're not going to
The
talk about that
next
guy.
video
No.
got a ton of views as a man makes an impressive save after almost falling in the riverbed mud. Looks like Russo breakdancing moves from 1983. Let's check it out.
84.
Look at this
That guy was
guy.
awesome.
Oh, man. That is fucking graceful.
He had big feet.
You know what?
Yeah, he had big clodhoppers.
Not bad for a Caucasian guy.
Yeah.
I would have went down like a sack of shit.
You'd still be face planted right now.
That's pretty cool.
Good balance for a big guy. That guy went about 300.
I
How do
say
you do in the mud, Mr. Monday?
I sink.
he gets mud bats. Who you kidding, right?
I
He
get
loves
mud
them,
bass. I
man.
have mud in my pants. I have mud in my pud. You name it.
Mud.
My pud.
What's the next one?
Is that the biography, Mr. Monday?
Mr. Mud Pud.
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Monday.
The last video got over 300,000 views. 300,000 fans of Breaking
Okay.
Balls.
Doesn't surprise
Watch
me.
this.
We
At
get
a-
4 million hits a month.
Yeah, probably because there's a girl in it. At a wedding, a bride throws a bouquet, and the person that catches it is going to be the next Julian Edelman. Let's check this out.
This fucking extension.
Julian Edelman.
Look at this fucking extension. Look at this in fucking heels.
Who is that broad?
In the sand.
Wow.
In the sand is pretty impressive.
I
Shit, I'm
Jesus.
I
huh?
can't believe I broke up with her.
Yeah.
That's quite some extension.
That girl
I thought
was-
you were going to show the breaking balls when the girl punched the other girl in the face. I saw that you guys share that one recently.
Oh, yeah.
That one's unbelievable.
That'll get us pulled. We can't show
Oh,
that on
really?
Facebook. Facebook's kind of...
They have a video
Yeah.
out there, right? The girl punches the other lady in the face, then runs.
Do you know what she says?
Oh, that's right.
Do you even know your father? Your mother's full of THC. And then she punches her
Oh,
in the
and
face.
so the mother punched her in the face, right? But how about this? How about this? The girl took a punch like a champion. She boom, didn't
I
even
swear
move.
you can see a little bit of blood pooling up too. I've watched it so many times. I think I can see a little
Really?
blood, and that's. I'm like a shark in the water. I
I
love,
love
it.
it. And, oh,
That girl has some
tune in
good
next week. We'll show that. We'll try
She
to
had
sneak
some
that
good.
in.
She had some good springs.
I mean, the girl right there. I mean, that had to have been
athletic.
staged. That had to have been staged, right?
She's
It
like a
couldn't be
volleyball
a-
chick or
Oh,
something
well,
like
they
that.
did it. They shot it in slow mo. You have to change like
How do
the
you spell
frame rate for
volleyball?
that. So yeah, they fucked.
I don't know if they were really going, hey, well,
volleyball.
I spell volleyball VOLLY VALL.
EY. You got to have a vowel. You're Italian. Add that vowel in.
Hey!
Come on, you can
But I always thought it was volleyball, not volleyball.
Volleyball?
Yeah, volleyball.
And he always
I
sings
like
sing
that
it.
better.
think that.
Volare. That's because you go, whoa. That's why.
Big
I
on
gotta play some Volare ball. We sing songs. We look at the girls. They jump the balls. Not bocce, volleyball.
All right, should we take a break and get Charlie Moore out here?
Let's get Charlie.
All right, we're
Moore.
going to take a
Matt
quick
Fisher.
break, and we get Charlie out here. See you in a minute.
Steeped in rich tradition, J. Paci & Sons is the premier Italian grocery store in Massachusetts. The Paci family has been serving the Boston area with quality products since 1966. Conveniently located off of Route 1 South in Saugus at 190 Main Street, J. Paci is known for its amazing variety of high-end meats, breads, cheeses, produce, and prepared foods. They also have a full bakery. Head in today or call 781-231-9599 to set up a curbside pickup of some of their amazing spread. J. Paci also provides some of Boston's best catering with a wide array of sandwich platters, calzones, salads, pasta, appetizers, and pizza. Head in and tell them Mr. Monday sent you. Also, if you're in the city, don't forget to check out their 2 Boston locations in the Seaport and in the West End.
Hey, when it's cold outside, drink some fucking soup. Be a man.
We like he'll kill somebody for us.
Our next guest is an American sports legend known for his award-winning fishing and outdoor shows on Nesson and NBC Sports. Let's give a warm welcome for the Mad Fisherman, Charlie Moore.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Is this your best paying gig you've ever been to?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I didn't even know I was getting paid till now. But hey.
Russo's
Yeah.
paying you. He's got the check.
Yeah.
Actually, cash. He's Italian.
Cash. Come
Yeah,
on.
you get cash. You take cash? Nah, who doesn't take cash?
What's been going on? Everything been going good?
Yeah.
This
Thanks,
co-
thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, I
Hey,
appreciate
has
it.
this
Colin.
COVID like screwed you up at all at your show or anything?
No, you know what I mean? It's just, I think it's screwed up a lot worse than my show, right?
Right.
I think if I walk around, like imagine going down the streets of like, Beverly, Mass, going, they're screwing my show up!
Right.
Hey,
The average guy would be
people,
so-
COVID's killing me! You know what I mean?
Well, you can't-
Guy's unemployed for 4 months. I'm like, can you believe it? Can you believe it? He's like, yeah, Chai, I feel so bad for you.
But
All
you
right,
can't travel.
Hey, get off the Lamborghini, okay?
Do you have a Lamborghini?
I do.
What color?
What color do you think I have?
Blue.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Like blue. I see.
Dude, I don't eat on Bravo.
You got a red
I'm
or
gonna
black.
go white.
It's
I'm gonna
either
go white.
Red or black.
Yellow and black.
Yellow. and
That's a
black.
nice one.
It's a yellow and black spider.
Really?
Yeah. The Huracan.
That's fucking sharp.
Yeah, the Huracan.
You know the good thing is because of the reruns.
I got it after I did the show with Dave Russo. The show hit so well that I.
Yeah, we got to follow Bobby
Yeah.
Moore, and then my show was great.
So you guys did a show together? I didn't know that.
We've done 3. Yeah, we have a
Yeah, we've done a few. The brand new one's the one that you'll see. We aired it this year, earlier this year. We were able to go to your Focino.
Went to Focino Vineyard.
We went to Al Focino, and I call him Al Pacino. You know what I'm saying?
Got a good
He
ring
has a
to
little
it.
bit of the Godfather.
I mean,
Al Pacino.
you get it? I mean, I don't know if anyone gets that or not, but I mean, I'm going on a limb, aren't I? Okay.
So what about your spice line?
What about it?
I want to hear
What
about
do you mean, what about it?
I want to know about
What do
this.
you mean, what about it?
I heard it's
I
incredible.
think I sit around and I make the spices or something? I'm picking,
What's going on
I'm
with
picking herbs out of the garden?
What's going on with this spice line?
Huh? Well, at first you start off with a nice soil, and then you plant the seeds, and then I don't know.
He's always cooking.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, and
What's
he's always had
your
his own
signature
little.
dish?
I don't have one. I mean, I'm Greek, I'm Greek, and I cook a lot. Are you Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you were Italian.
the West to the East.
I figured you were Italian. I don't know. I don't know if it
If I was trying to
it was
get
either
laid,
that or Scottish.
If I was trying to get laid and I was trying to cook for a girl, what's the meal? You don't want to get her too stuffy because then she won't want it. What's the meal you would go to?
I would say a cheese burrito.
Yeah.
That'll get it going.
That'd probably do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the question is, do you want to have sex with her after?
Yeah.
Yeah, no guy would say no.
So, a lot of people consider you like the luckiest guy in America, the gig you got. How did it start? Like, how did you get this whole thing going?
Well, I do consider myself very lucky. We're very fortunate to
you
be
work
where
so
we are.
hard that you
do
became
work
lucky.
hard, and anybody who has half a brain is going to realize that. I don't worry about people who are negative, people who are haters, and the haters are out there. The more successful you become, the more people dislike you. I don't worry about any of that. It's air noise to me, because anybody who's in a situation. This show right here, it's a lot of work. People don't realize how much work, the writing, the behind the scenes, all this stuff, the setting up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I found out in TV, the more you're part of it, the more successful it'll be. Right. The more you give control to other people, the less successful you're going to be. Right? It's like a restaurant.
Yep.
Restaurant. When you're there working and cooking and cooking and working and working, and you're the owner, and then you say, I'm taking a week off,
Right.
it's probably going to be your worst week that you've made in a long time, right?
Sure.
We're down 10%. Yeah,
Right.
because the people are stealing everything, you know? Well, the food's not right. I'm lucky. We're very lucky, very fortunate. But we worked hard. I worked hard. In 1996, I went into Nesson. I begged them for an interview over and over. I called them 1,000 times. I called them 1,000 times. Yeah, I called them 1,000 times.
What's the story about the assistant? Didn't you have to apologize to the assistant for calling so much?
I did apologize to the assistant.
She's like, I'm sorry I was a pain in the butt, but I had.
I called so many times. I felt like I thought I was going to get a harassment suit.
Back then,
Nowadays,
it was legal.
you probably would.
96
I know.
was legal back then.
Back then, I asked about back then, you could ask him on a date and say she looked nice. If she,
Right.
Nowadays you're getting in handcuffs.
You can't even look him in the eyes.
You
these
can't even
days.
say you look nice today. I mean, my wife and I walked down the street the other day, and this guy, well-dressed guy, he says, "Man, Charlie, can I say your wife's absolutely beautiful?" I said, "You can, but you might get arrested." Not by me. I mean, I'm not going to arrest you. But the politically
The
correct
arrest
police,
police.
they're right around the corner.
Your wife looks Italian.
She's Italian. Yeah, she's Italian. She's So we met when we were, she was I think 16 or 17. I was 32. I was in my second year of high school.
Grad school.
Second year of high school. But let's not rush things.
There's
okay?
nothing wrong with that. I had an old timer tell me, you want to get girls 10 years younger than you got to groom them.
Right.
Good job.
So she's So she was 16, I was 17. Anyway, long story is, it was a lot of hard work to get on Nesson. I did persistently call them. Got an interview, which they were. The rumor is you don't hear about the real stuff until you meet them, and then 5 years later at dinner, and they go, "Hey, just so you know, remember that time you were, you know what I mean?"
Right,
so
right,
that you were calling. We were only bringing you in to say no to your face. They weren't having an interview. They were telling me that they needed to say no because this kid's not going to stop calling.
Right.
Until we have a meeting. So pretend he's having a meeting. So I'm like, I got a meeting. I'm like, Angel, I got a meeting. I'm like, yeah. So I went in and they hired me for this show, Front Row. It was a minute and a half. It was a sports magazine show. And then, that's now here we are, 2020.
Well, that 90 seconds you started getting some airtime on that. That 90 seconds
Well,
turned
I'm like
into-
Don Corleone. When I get in, I'm not going nowhere. You're going to have to kill me. I'm like, if you fire me, everyone dies. Okay? And Fenway Park, it's going up in flames. All right? I'm just saying. So listen, I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Who's the best guest you've had on your boat?
It's tough to answer that with Dave Russo sitting next to me.
Thank you.
Besides
I
Dave.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Besides Dave. Just give us a couple good guests. Yeah. Not your best, but a couple
I
good
won't
ones.
and I can't. I won't and I can't.
right.
Respectfully.
I get you.
No, respectfully. I won't and I can't because all of them have been amazing.
Yeah.
I don't have bad guests on. I've had some people on I've talked to on the show that are celebrities, and my agent will get a hold of their agent, and then I want to talk to Charlie. So they talk to me. I get on the phone, I talk to him. I says, and about 10 minutes in, I go, "Hey, how you doing? Really respect your work, but I'm going to have to tell you that you're not coming on the show." Yeah. Because if we do a show together, it's going to be the bad version of me. And I can't be doing that. Probably someone's going to get a baseball bat to the teeth.
Right.
Not going to be me. I might get it too, but I will survive, like Donna Summer said. Was it Donna Summer?
Gloria
I'll
Gaynor.
survive. Gloria Gaynor. Oh yeah, Gloria Gaynor.
Don't
Two for
question.
two.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
2 for
he's
2
2
tonight
for
with
2
you.
I
your
can't believe
music.
that.
Bosom buddies, Gloria
I
Gaynor.
know.
You know your music.
A little bit.
I know. I do know my music too, which is killing me, but I didn't know Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, bosom buddies.
Anyway, so all the guests have been
We'll get
really
that
good.
later.
Obviously, I'll say one guest that stood out. One guest that was totally over the top as far as me being like, whoa. starstruck. And I've been in a lot of starstruck spots where I was like, whoa, and I have been, but filming wise, I did a show with Adam West, Batman.
Oh shit.
Okay, and we were with Batman for, what do you say?
He's dead now. He has passed away since.
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam West is dead. I didn't know that. Jesus. But he was awesome.
Batman's the champ as a kid.
Yeah.
If at our
It just
age,
kinda ruined the whole
Adam
story.
West
I know,
is
the
champ.
story's ruined now.
Thanks, jeez.
The story's ruined.
So
I'm glad it wasn't
That
me. I
must
tried
have
to
been
save
cool,
it.
huh?
I didn't even know Batman. I know you were. I didn't even know Batman died.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
I thought he was always alive.
He's alive in reruns.
Just wasn't he wasn't in Ohio anymore. Idaho.
He was the original Batman. You had him on your boat.
He's a classic Batman.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure he was the original.
No, I don't think he was the original.
He was called the classic Batman, and he was just a
He danced like this.
He was a really good guy. Just a really, but as far but as a kid, you watched Batman,
Sure, right.
and now here he is on your boat.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And the one distinctive line that we had on the show was he was all, but it was cold. It was not a hot day. It was freezing, and it was late in the
didn't
year.
dress for it?
He did, but he had to take a piss off the boat. And I said, he's like, Charlie, what are you gonna do when you go to the bathroom? I go, well, you're Batman. You just whip out your bat laser and piss off the side of the boat.
Did you say that?
And he just gave me this look, like I was like, man. And then he just burst into tears laughing. He goes, I think I'm gonna have a fun day.
Did you watch him piss?
Of course I did. I mean, it's Batman's weenie whacker. Come on.
He wants to know why the Boy Wonder was called the Boy Wonder.
So when they come in your boat, how long is the boat ride? Like, how long is that whole process?
It depends. I mean, obviously, COVID is, and I hate using that word because it's driving me nuts. I feel like it's a politically motivated word because it is.
It is.
But usually we try to, it depends on the guest too. Some guys are older, some guys are banged up. If it's a ball player, a lot of these ball players, they get banged up. They got knee, they got ankles, whatever. So really, normally we fly out on a Monday, we land, the crew gets all into the hotels, then we meet down, a nice dinner, we just pace ourselves. Tuesday, it's all scheduled, maybe 2-3 hours on the water, whatever. Then we go to all the other stops, the restaurants, the bars, the cigar places, right?
Yeah.
So it could be 2 days on the water for 3 hours a day, or it could be 1 day for 9 hours a day, and then we do the other stuff later. It just depends on how it goes. Like with Dave, we did 3 days. We went to the wine thing. We had a party at my house with the cornhole, which we did. We did
I'm
some
still
cooking.
devastated about that.
Yeah, I know.
You
And
beat
then
him?
we did fishing.
You beat him.
We have to watch the
You have to watch the episode, but I
Pretty
killed
tight.
him.
It took me 2 days because I had little man's disease. It took me 2 days to get over my depression. I can't believe. I can understand not catching
What
a
if
fish,
you're
but throwing a beanbag in a hole.
6'4" and you have little man's disease? What do you call that?
Little big guy.
Thank you.
disease.
Oh,
Little big
really?
guy's
You have a
disease.
name for that?
I don't know.
If you're 6'4", can you walk around and go, I got little man's disease?
I've never
You're
even been
like, what?
6'1".
I'm sorry,
What?
what?
Little 6'4".
I know, yeah, maybe little, little. Okay, I got that.
Hey, yeah, you had friend of the show Paul Gilligan on too, right?
Paulie G.
Paul Gilligan?
Paulie G.
I'm a big
Gilligan's
fan of Paul
Island. Great
Gilligan.
episode.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Great
Paul's
episode.
awesome.
He's
Paul's
hot shit.
Paul's a wonderful, wonderful guy. We worked together on a few
Down at
different...
Foxwoods.
Down
I mean,
at
Mohegan
Mohegan
Sun,
Sun.
I think he's on show next week up here.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Really?
We had him on
Paulie
the
G's
show.
been
He
doing
did.
comedy over 30 years. I like
He's
to say
amazing.
that Paul
Great,
Gilligan is like the new version of Steve Sweeney. And the reason why I say that is that, Steve can always improv, but Paul, if you say, yeah, you're from Dedham, he'll like, oh, The Rock on the side of Barrett Street. He just has like inside information on because he's been an electrician for so long. He's just been everywhere.
He's been zapped so many
He's
times.
just, he
fried.
plays that
Yeah,
pretty hard
yeah.
too, yeah.
Lot going on. There's a lot
But he's
going
a
on.
solid cat,
Lot going on in that
and
statement.
always been good to me.
Lot going on in
and
that
funny.
statement there, yeah.
We had booked him on the show, and he
Lot
had
He did yours.
he did 60 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And then two
What,
of his
comedy?
buddies. 60 minutes straight
How the
comedy.
fuck do you do that?
Then two of his buddies came in later in the thing. He
probably
did
shit
another
on them.
20 minutes to put on a show for every single person that was in there. I bought my respect right then and there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, he can just keep going. He's one of those guys that loves doing comedy no matter what, because he's got his day job. He's been doing that for his whole life. But when he goes and does comedy, that's his release. That's his yoga for women or
Yeah,
cool.
he's really good at what he does. He's
Yeah,
a good
really
guy.
good, really
More
good.
importantly, he's just a solid dude.
What do you do for a release? We'll talk about it later.
I do a lot of things.
Yeah, but you've slimmed down. They have a picture of you in the back that you were obviously heavier.
Yeah, you're
20
pretty
years
ripped. You're
ago.
pretty ripped up, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you look good.
Yeah, it's been.
What did you do, CrossFit or
He's
something?
lean, dude. He's lean, big time.
No, I was
Remember?
watching an episode about 10 years ago. I've been and I was watching. It was from Hawaii. And it's one of those holy crap moments. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, who's the guy on TV right now? Yeah, and I was like, and I wasn't like heavy, but I was not in my prime of my life. Well, the problem was I was doing a sitcom out in LA, you know, and I was doing my ESPN show, and I was doing Charlie Moore Outdoors on Nesson, and so I had 3 shows going at the same time. And when I was in LA for 3 years, back and forth to traveling, they literally feed you the craft services on morning, lunch, and dinner. It's like having a 5-course meal, like every time. And being from Boston, when if they put out lobster at 8 a.m., we're having lobster at 8 a.m. You don't have 1, you have like 6. Right. You know what I mean? And then like you go back at 12, I'm like, prime rib, huh? I'm hungry. I'm not hungry, but I'll eat half of this.
Yeah.
You put food out, see food, eat food.
Yeah, right.
Come on,
Right.
you're Italian, you're Greek.
True, of course, right.
So after 3 years of that, I put on like 30 pounds, 30 pounds. I was like 225 or something. Now I don't go any. I go between 180, 185. That's it.
Feel good.
I feel good. Well, you know, I feel better when I'm 225. I do. I'm eating better. I feel better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. TV does add 20 pounds. Every person I see every day of my life. If I stop to say hello, I know, just kidding. All right, sorry. If I had the time for you, they say 2 things. They say you're taller in real life, and you're thinner in real life, because the TV makes me, TV makes me short and fat.
Only thing I ever thought about you on TV was that you're mental.
I am mental.
A lot of people
I'm
think
calm
that.
right now,
And
because
I'm okay with that.
I'm calm right now because I ran into your place and said hi and then took a shit for 3 hours.
And it smells horrible up there.
I don't know what guest ever did that.
No, you were
I don't know.
Honestly,
I can still smell the
without question, you're the longest guest who ever took a shit in our bathroom.
I
There
tell
was
you
a
what.
girl one time who came up here
Really?
and she wrote a dick on the wall. She was in there for a while. Okay, and that's
Was it
a
your
true
dick?
fucking
Was it your
story.
dick?
I don't know whose dick it.
I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure.
All I know is I walked in the bathroom after him about 2 hours. The candle was hopping off the ledge, trying to commit candle suicide, trying to string
There was a
himself with
girl.
his
She
own
killed.
wick.
She drew a dick on the wall. Like, I'm not even kidding.
And my
in the
story is
Sharpie.
still better than that, I think.
Way better.
I think
Your story smells better.
I know.
Holy shit.
I know.
When you
So-
said she wrote a dick, I thought something else.
Right,
happened.
right.
She might have wrote one before she came up here, but she drew a dick on the
okay.
wall, and then she had to come back and sandblast it the next day because we were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" All right, what's in the news?
You guys are familiar with Guinness. Guinness beer, right?
Yeah,
Guinness launches alcohol-free versions of its drink after a 4-year bid to replicate the distinct flavor of the original.
Right.
The Irish brewer is going to add a cold filtration stage at the end to remove the alcohol. It'll have 0.0 alcohol. Would you buy this, or is this sacrilegious for Irish people?
I mean, it's good for the alcoholics.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
But you don't drink Guinness
Nationality.
for the taste. That tastes like fucking pond water.
Well,
I like the foaminess.
I've
of it.
never ever had a Guinness in my life.
Really.
Never.
I used to get the black and
You
tans
have.
in Malden.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
the
I'd like it,
baths
and I
on
didn't
top.
mind
No, I mean, what?
Have you had Guinness before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had everything twice. I mean, people are like, what's your favorite drink? I'm like, whatever's free.
You're one of those guys. He's one of those guys who's addicted to more.
Yes, yes.
You really scared me of dick, but that's cool. I didn't know you were going to dick. I'm like, all I heard was dick.
Does Guinness have like a trial group that's asking for this, or do they just think that the world needs it, or is there so much of a problem that why would you invest
Good
in
question.
that? Yeah.
No,
Why not
The
just make your
market-
beer
I'm
cheaper
sure the
rather
market-
than invest?
I'm
in,
sure the market has like 1 or 2 non-alcoholic. I mean, how many non-alcoholics?
St. Barley Girl,
O'Doul's.
O'Doul's.
Yeah, so you know.
and it's fine if the people want, I guess,
Bex has one.
but I don't know. That's
But
got
O'Doul's
to
is
be
the
a
fools,
small
they say,
market.
isn't it?
I don't
They're
know.
gonna start
O'Doul's
opening
are fools,
non-alcoholic bars and shit.
Are they?
I don't know. Like,
Oh.
if you have 20 different beer brands, you might have to.
The world is changing. That's why this is happening.
Right.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And if
people
someone
that
says
wanna
the
have
new
a
norm,
beer-
I'm going to snap. There's no new norm. There's nothing
Shit.
normal about this.
I'm with
I
you.
want to bring back the 80s.
Yeah, so do
Right.
I want to bring back the 70s and 80s, okay?
Do you want to go to Narcissus with me? Do you remember Narcissus?
Did you just call me a narcissistic?
Well, you're that too.
I've heard this word all week.
Did you know? Remember Narcissus in the back
Narcissus?
bay?
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
Now syphilis.
Oh my God.
I missed.
I want a
I
pair
want
of
to go to
Jabot
Zaza or Zanzibar.
jeans. Zanzibar.
Remember Zanzibar, whatever the Boston. Zanzibar,
I
right?
punched some guy out with.
Is it Zanzibar? Yeah, in Boston.
yeah.
You got in
Yeah.
a fight out there? Like,
I
hey,
leveled
you
some
doing?
guy in the snow.
Doesn't
He
surprise
slapped
me.
my friend. You know, I put on my head my gloves
The guy was
on.
smart. He slapped your friend though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He's like,
Well, he didn't realize.
He's like, oh, hey. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there.
We'll go
By the
in
way,
the
I didn't know.
pools.
By the way, Is this guy crazy? Is he? I didn't
No.
realize this was Joe Piscopo.
No, he just.
I mean, this is Joe Piscopo. You kidding me? I know Joe Piscopo.
Is he still living?
Yeah. Jesus Christ, with the fucking death in the show.
still alive.
I mean, Batman's dead. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Come on, keep it positive.
Joe
people.
Piscopo. Come
Joe
on.
Piscopo.
Saturday Night Live from
Very-
1976.
I know who he
He
is.
knows who he is.
Jesus Christ! Like I don't know the guy.
Have a Guinness, dude. Relax. Have a non-Guinness, no alcohol.
0.0.
Give Russo a Guinness.
All right, hey, 00 right there. When you go to the casino, put your money on 00. That's a shout out for Mishy.
I mean, I guess they.
All right, what's the next one, Klaus?
What a run for the go on the platform Quibi. Earlier this year, many of Hollywood's heavy hitters got behind a new streaming service set to change the game of mobile streaming. Quibi was designed to deliver quick and digestible content. They raised $1.76 billion to create this. They launched on April 6th. They are officially out of business. The people that created it actually came out and said, too, we're not blaming COVID. We had a bad model.
Obviously, with a name like Quibi, you should go out of business.
Horrible name.
It's horrible.
Horrible name. You didn't invest in this, did you?
I think the people,
might have.
I think the people who should be really blamed are the people who invested 1.7 billion.
I know.
Hypothetically, right now, you're sitting around with my son-in-law comes to me and says,
I need.
Charlie, you got 1.7 billion. I want to invest in this company. I'm like, first of all, you're fired. Second of all, you're getting divorced from my daughter. It's like,
want to invest.
this is the worst advice ever. He'd come to me and say, so I want to get my own Lamborghini. So I'd be like, that's a better investment.
Right.
Who is investing in a company with a name like that? And I mean,
And their model was that you're going to only watch it on your iPhone or tablet. You can't watch it on a television.
Wow.
So if they're creating 10-minute long content, and if you turn your phone horizontal versus vertical, you see different things within it's just not going to work, and nobody's traveling because of what's going on.
a lot of smoke and mirrors, which is what goes on.
Yeah.
These companies aren't funded by me and you who try to get 1.7 billion. These are major corporations like CBS, NBC. These
big
other,
dogs.
they're the ones that are trying to
Yeah.
make the next big thing. And that's what they do.
that Musk
Nobody
guy-
wanted streaming video from NBC, ABC 4 years ago, 5 years
And-
ago.
and that's what
Nobody
took over.
wanted DirecTV. No one wanted Netflix. I mean,
Nobody wanted to pay for anything
Okay,
before
so
cable. Everybody was like,
this
"Why?"
is
I gotta
all
pay for
smoke and
TV?
mirrors. So you just walked around and raised $1.7 billion
And
for
lost
the
it in 6
stupidest
months.
name ever
And lost
on
it
a
in 6 months.
streaming service.
Yeah.
No, that's a big corporation like NBC backing it or someone to try to get this happening. No, that's just ridiculous.
Hey, wherever
what
you
a
are,
stupid name. though.
wherever that sales guy is for Quimby, give me a call.
I know. What's it
All right.
called? Quimby? Is it called Quimby?
Quibby.
Used to be
Quibby.
called.
Something like that.
Quibby?
But that's
Is it Quimby the Mighty?
The worst-
Quimby the Mighty? No,
where
that's
is that
Simpsons.
sales guy? What's his name?
Simpsons.
The
We
cop
need to
from The
meet you.
Simpsons, right?
Holy
Quimby.
shit!
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Mr. Quimby.
What's
Oh
the
my
next one,
God.
Klusk?
Home Improvement child star goes nuts over his lost cell phone charger. We all know how frustrating it can be to, if you lose your cell phone charger. But have you ever strangled your loved one over it? Zachary T. Bryan, the guy from, he was the oldest one
Yeah.
from Home Improvement.
Great complexion.
Oh, he looks terrible.
He
Great
woke, up his,
complexion.
he woke up his wife strangling her and then refused to let her call 911. Police showed up. She was at a neighbor's house.
Are you-
You know the inside scoop.
Was there any Guinness non-alcohol involved?
Are you
think it
sure
was the-
he
I think
didn't
he had the
invest
regular kind.
in
Huh?
Quibi? Did he
Okay.
invest in Quibi?
Yeah. He probably either invested in Quibi or
All my
Guinness.
money's in Quibi. Jesus.
What happened was him and another guy was sending pictures back and forth, and she caught it, and she was going to come out with it, and that's why he.
That's
did it.
Queerby.
Right. No, that's what happened with this whole situation.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, what happened?
He was texting with another guy, pictures back and forth.
Wait, are you trying
this
to
true,
act
though? Is this
right
true?
now? Are you
Yeah, no,
acting
this
right
is
now?
yeah.
Is this true though?
It was on TMZ. You didn't see it?
It's gotta be
Gotta
true.
be true.
I mean, I think they're telling the truth.
That kid's got to be loaded from that show, right? Like, what would child
Oh, yeah.
actors be making in the 90s?
doesn't-
That was like
he
the
doesn't-
peak
No,
of
No, not like you
syndication.
think. No.
He doesn't
what,
do
though,
as
but
good
back
as
then-
Charlie
I don't know,
does,
even
but he
back then
does
you
good.
got development
I don't know.
deals.
I don't know.
He's got to be loaded because
I
they
think
got
that the
development
winners
deals
here,
back
the
then.
people who got the 1.7 billion.
Yeah,
the winners are the winners.
Those guys.
I think that the kid's. I think the kid
he's
snapped.
into- he's into it.
Something happened, and there's a backstory that we don't know about. But I mean,
It sounds
did
like
he
he's
really?
sending
I don't know
pictures.
what he did. He strangled his wife.
Yeah, go strangle your girl. 'cause
That's
it's fun.
stupid.
You're
I
an idiot.
mean,
He's mad he didn't get Simba. The other kid got Simba. So this kid's just taking
even
down
in the
his
mafia,
girl.
they say no women and children. You don't touch a wife. You
old
don't beat
girl.
up girls in the mafia. You can't.
What about Carlo?
You don't touch women. You don't.
But
do
here's
that.
the deal.
It's wrong.
Remember what Carlo did to Sonny's sister?
Yeah.
He
Well,
whacked her around.
I know he finally got killed, but they should have killed him earlier.
Yeah, they
I
should
felt
have.
like
You
I
never
felt
should
like-
have been in the family in the first place.
No, never should have been in the family.
right, never.
You should never obviously hit women, and I'm not trying to be politically correct because it's just common sense. you don't have to walk around telling people to like people and to get along. No shit. I mean, you should do that anyway.
Common sense.
Common sense. But obviously, taking your cord and then strangling anybody, you've got some deep-rooted issues that are going on that you need to get help with. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Something going on.
I'm still
bro.
amazed. I'm still amazed about him, though. I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm still amazed that this is the story that he's been sending pictures of him and
Him
Well,
and
we
another
don't
guy.
know.
Him and no, well,
I'm not
But
even a
TMZ
doctor.
said this.
I'm not even a
TMZ.
doctor. The guy needs help. I'm not even a doctor. He needs help.
and that's coming from him.
Yeah.
No, I'm just curious. I always thought, wasn't he always in competition with the other one? He was always in
Yeah.
There was
There
the
was
younger,
two
there was
going
two,
on.
but the youngest kid was just like.
He had the
I always
biggest
thought
dick.
he was mentally challenged.
Yeah, he had the biggest dick, so that he got it right there.
Oh, really?
You know Carlo from The Godfather? He was a couple of years ago. He was singing down the North End.
Was he?
Yeah, because he's a singer. He
I would have
travels
loved to
around.
have seen it.
Yeah, he's a little horrible.
But you
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're like, I love this guy.
I love that you
you
put
walk
that
and
out
go,
there.
bravo! Bravo! Like this. Oh my God! These are the best cannolis ever, by the way. You know what I mean?
I think
Everything
you're
that
onto
night's
something.
great.
Because when the police come and they say, "Why did you hit that woman?" and your answer is because I couldn't find my cell phone cord, there's a worse, like there's something he's hiding.
That's a
there.
fake.
Yeah.
The cell phone cord's like a joke, but that's not what
That's when
happened.
the cop
Exactly.
should be
Something's
somebody
going
else.
on.
Yeah.
She found out something, bada bing, bada boom, whatever. But
She found out he was fucking Al Borland, and now he doesn't
Yeah.
want to get it out.
What about the cops getting a raw
That
deal?
was the neighbor.
What?
That
Cops
was
are
the
getting a raw
neighbor.
deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
bullshit.
given. I mean, we want to defund the police. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
Never saw that movie either.
You never saw Ghostbusters?
No. I know. Kind of a weird.
That explains why you didn't laugh at my joke.
Yeah. No, you're just not that funny.
Oh, well, that can't be right.
I've never seen Ghostbusters. Is that true? Yes, this man has no dick.
What's the next one?
The new app will tell you what McDonald's ice cream machines are
Great
broken.
plan, Ray.
That's a big Twinkie.
That's a big.
For years, I've been going to McDonald's, and every time I go in there thinking I'm going to get a nice, delicious, generic vanilla ice cream, the machine is broken. But this guy developed an app, which is apparently successful right now, which will tell you if you shouldn't bother going in there because their machine is broken.
Do we have a picture of this guy?
Wow.
What does this guy look like?
How old is this guy, first of all?
What does he look like?
He's got to look like a
How is
blob
it
of
doing
shit.
well?
Who's he
Exactly.
live with?
Yeah.
I want to know who he lives with.
Yeah.
How old is
How
he?
is it doing well?
Can I just say,
how
I've
does
never
that work?
ordered
People
ice cream
advertise
from
with that.
McDonald's.
People
Have
can
you?
get investors, right?
McDonald's are going through
I
the
haven't
roof
been at
right now.
McDonald's since I got kicked out in Revere. Anyway, I did.
What happened?
Has anybody ever been
Yeah,
to a
let's talk
McDonald's
about what
and they didn't
happened.
have
Were you drunk?
I've
No.
never had an ice cream.
I was never drunk.
It was in the daytime?
I was never drunk. Like I was a good kid. I was just, I was just-
Hyperactive? Do you have a lot of B12 in your diet?
So if you ask me a question, can I answer it?
I've been waiting.
So no, just a little. I mean, I'm naturally messed up,
Yeah.
Just
Why?
like a lot of us.
What happened? Like,
What happened? I don't
What'd you
know.
do?
Dr.
Four
Caponegro.
older brothers, and I'm 5 years younger than the younger one.
enough said.
Come on, you're not
wow.
getting anything at the
Enough
table.
said. I got my brother right there.
Yeah, I'm 5 years. My brother Chris is 5 years older than me. Let's just say every fight we got into, it hurt, and I never won. It was like, you know what I mean? And I knew it. And I knew it. It wasn't close. I didn't walk away going, yeah, I had him. I had him until the first punch. So you become tough because your brothers are a lot bigger and tougher
Make
and
you a-
older.
they make you a man.
Yeah, real early.
Make you a man.
So but I was in McDonald's and some guy gave me some static and I said I was cool about it. You know what I mean? Like we all are. You're cool about it until you don't have to be cool about it.
Then you hit him with a
Did he
Big
tie-
Mac
did
to
he
the
put his
left
hands
and a
on
Big
you?
Mac to the right.
He did, and I turned around and it was good though. It was one blast to the throat, Nice.
Squire Road?
Nice little Adam shot, and the dude went down. Next thing you know, I look around and I see like 80 of his friends. And I'm like, it's time to go. It's time to go.
He had to drink his chicken McNuggets. that
Oh
day.
yeah, I was like, I don't even know if I got my stuff. I was I tell my kids all the time growing up, like, listen, kids, when you know it's time to go, you got to go. If you wait, it's too late. If you wait once,
Yeah,
you
you're
go,
right.
I don't know, you're done. Done. You're done.
Just make a decision.
yeah,
Right.
when you
Don't
get that-
hesitate.
Go.
Don't hesitate.
Go,
No
right?
hesitation.
We've all been there, right?
Same with driving.
This is a true story. I was in a drive-through at McDonald's, and I saw this. This is
This fucking
the
kid.
McDonald's in Lynn, and a kid comes walking out with a girl, and they're like looking very suspicious, something up underneath his shirt, and they turn the corner. I pull out of line, and I start following down the street. They have a purse. They stole a woman's purse at McDonald's. So I followed them. They went to a park. The girl went one way. The kid went the other way. And I jumped out of my car and I started chasing them. And the cops came behind me or whatever. And I fingered them or whatever. And then they,
You fingered the
I like
guy?
that I
for
fingered
like
him.
2.5 minutes, I just curled it up in them.
He's like, this, I'm making good publicity for the finger.
They took my statement. They had me whatever. And they said that I had to come to court. And then I got a thing 3 days later. The kid killed himself. So half responsible.
Again! This is a morbid show!
That's 3 deaths.
Sorry.
Yep.
Look at no
They
more
happen in
death
threes.
stories.
We're all set.
I'm sorry about your story.
Everything's
Talk about
okay.
some positive things.
I'm sorry about that guy. Not really.
What's
I'm
going on
sorry.
with the deaths tonight?
I don't know. This is
That
Halloween.
means that, you know what? It's almost like having a dream that somebody died.
No, it's not like
no,
having
no.
a dream that
No,
someone
it's not.
died. We don't
No,
have any of that.
No, when you have a dream that someone dies, that's good news.
Okay, that's
Is
it.
it?
What is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So tonight's.
Yeah, good news if
Listen,
you're
you
in the
guys gotta
will.
switch this around.
Why? 'Cause
Wait,
you have to buy
wait,
the
wait! I
Christmas
never
present?
heard.
Because you're in the
Never heard-
will.
Come on, you
get
Greeks. You
some
never
money
heard
from the
this? You
will.
got the
I don't
evil
know.
eye.
Yeah,
Oh, the Greeks have. My mom has so many. Don't step on the crack. Don't put your hat on the table.
I don't do any of that.
Everything, yeah. But I never heard that if you dream of someone dying. Usually, I
a
heard.
good- that's
I heard
good
if
news.
you dream of someone dying, someone else that you don't know is gonna die.
Well, that's okay because you don't know.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
fine.
But now I do with this story. I know the guy.
Oh, this is good. This is good karma, guys.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys are
what
all
happened.
thinking it's negative. This is great. I've
Okay.
never had a McFlurry in my life, by the way.
Well, I can't imagine a guy stealing
never
purses
had
at
a
I don't think
McDonald's
I've
and
had
having
a
a very
McFlurry.
good
Is
Is that
life.
from Duncan? That's DQ though, isn't it? Oh no, McFlurry is not DQ.
McDonald's.
Wow, I'm
That's the
too
Blizzard.
That's
I'm
the
too
wine.
far gone.
It's
I'm
the
too far
Filipino
gone.
rated wine.
I'm too.
What do we got next?
New parents in Switzerland make a bold statement to save on internet costs. There's a company called Twi-Fi or Twifi. I don't know which one it is.
Queefy.
But they're going to develop a thing where you pay $66 a month for cable. They told this couple that if they name their kid Twifi or Twifa, then they will have internet for life.
Why wouldn't everyone name their kid that, but then call your kid something different?
These people were smart enough to do that, and
Do you
they
know
said
what
that
I'm
they're going to take $66 per month and put it in the kid's college fund, so that hey, this
smart.
company's paying for it essentially.
Do you know the three
Wait,
most...
who the hell's paying $66 a month for cable?
People in Switzerland.
Switzerland's it's different.
It's like
Aren't they like neutral over there? Or is that Sweden?
No, they'll fuck anything, Carly.
I air in Switzerland, so
he is in Switzerland.
I do. We get good ratings over there.
We like
apparently.
Switzerland.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They like the mad fishermen. They like Swedish
They
fish.
should.
Swedish
Oh, that's
fish,
Switzerland.
yeah.
That's Switzerland.
What are the three?
They
What
like
are
Swedish
the?
fish.
What are the three most popular female names in Sweden? I mean Switzerland.
Sven,
That's got to be up there.
Sven,
Yeah.
and
know what
Olga.
they are?
Thank you, Olga and Sven. Well, it could be a guy and a girl. Sven. It's
It can go
yeah.
either way. Well, these days,
Helga.
you know. You
Helga
guys know what
and,
they are? You don't know what they are? I'm just.
I
wondering.
think Bethany would be 3.
There's got to be some bad things.
Ursula
Yeah.
is one of them.
Have you ever been to? You've been to Sweden, right?
I've been to Switzerland.
Ursula's
Oh, okay.
a beautiful name.
I've been
Skiing,
to Lago
right?
Lugano.
Are you serious?
Ursula's a
Yeah, I've
beautiful
been to Lake
name.
Lugano.
What's it like? Tell me.
It's so
I don't know
beautiful.
any
Where?
Switzerland
Lake
names,
Lugano.
Swedish names.
It's beautiful. It's
Where though? In Switzerland?
Yeah, it's right.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
past Milan. Like,
Would I
the
need a
houses
step
are on the
girl
side
to
of
have
the
sex
mountain.
with a step stool to have sex with a girl over
The
there?
girls
or
are
the
taller
I know,
than me.
I would.
I'm 6'3", they're 6'6".
Really?
Yeah, and they're pretty because I don't like tall girls. I mean, sorry.
Really?
Sorry, women. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say anything bad, but you know.
You don't want a lady
Are
with
you
the
into
same
tall
size
chicks?
feet.
I mean, I know you're married and stuff, but like.
I'm
Tall
married. I'm
women?
not dead, bro.
No, okay, good.
God,
I'm not trying to set you up here. I'm just saying.
don't set me up. My wife knows I'm friggin'
Mental
my
guy.
problems.
Yeah.
She knows all my problems. She knows more about my problems than I do. Nor do I care. I mean, come on. She's been
She
married.
actually tells you your problem.
Yeah,
so
she
your
does.
problem is?
Would you
No,
be with
tall-
a girl taller than you? I wouldn't.
I like tall girls if they're really good looking, but I could never be with the girls taller than me just because I just have a problem with the whole you're taller than me thing.
He's been with a lot of girls taller than him.
No, you know what the whole thing? I mean,
Because if you hold their hand, they look like your
I
mom.
can't, yeah.
That's
the
weird.
options.
I
the
would actually have
options.
to wear heels. You know what I
First
mean?
of all, I don't care how tall. I'll crawl and down like a mountain lion.
Like a spider monkey.
I don't go date women by age. I go by height. All right, but I never liked the tall women because I always thought it would be uncomfortable if I was slow dancing with them. But then I dated at 20. I was 27. She was 19. She was like 5'11". I'm still 5'6" in heels, and she was probably so I don't discriminate. I
What
learned a
happened
lesson.
with that relationship?
She was 19. I was 27. She obviously left me for a younger
He
guy.
grew out of it.
She bought her fake boobs and I left
horrible.
her. I don't know what happened. She was way too big then.
That's it, Klaska. All right.
Yep.
All set. We're going to take a quick break here?
Let's do that.
Take a quick break. We'll come back with Charlie and Russo. Woo! Charlie Russo! If I want to get shot out of a cannon on a Monday, I have to be fresh and ready to go. Hey, let's face it, us men, we're all a bunch of hairy animals, but we could use a little trim. How come every time I try, I cut my sack and I bleed? If you're going to put clippers and blades near your family jewels, it's time to use right tools. The new Lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped has skin-safe technologies, so this trimmer won't nick and snag your nuts. Having an accident below the belt is a thing of the past. Get 20% off and free shipping with code GARDEN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GARDEN. There's a lot of nuts out there. Now it's time to handle them with care.
I'm due for that.
Welcome back. We got some activity going on here.
Yeah,
We got some
yeah,
shit going on
yeah.
here tonight. Hey,
Yep.
what do we got, Klusk?
We're going to play a little game. We're going to go
great.
around the room and do a couple would you rather scenarios. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, would you rather? Yeah, sure.
All right. The first one is for Charlie. You're obviously a diehard fisherman, but you're also a diehard car enthusiast. Would you rather lose your fishing license for a year or your driver's license?
I haven't bought a fishing license in 25 years of TV, so I'll say fishing license.
Wait a minute.
Whose license do you work under?
Wait a minute. Every time I go fishing with you, I have to buy a one-day license. What do you?
I don't.
Well, you buy the
they ain't
one-day
gonna arrest
license.
a mad fisherman for no fishing license.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
mean, do you want to be that guy on TV?
That's a good
National
point.
TV. That's a, you know.
Cops aren't pulling anybody over right now.
Plus, who cares? Because you make your money with the fishing. Who cares? I mean,
The guys, they like me. I like them. I take care of them and take care of me. I'd say driver's license would be more important.
Yeah, I agree. That's the way to go.
And right, the cops aren't pulling people over because they do. You just pretend you're gonna. That's all you.
do you guys
That's all you gotta do if you get pulled over by the cop.
right now?
I'm gonna sneeze.
That's a good
all.
COVID joke.
That's all. That's COVID. Hey,
Do you guys remember April 1st you were not supposed to text anymore, and then COVID happened?
What?
What?
Yeah,
April
1st.
Fool's
was
Day?
It April? Was it April?
If somebody
April
told you that,
Fool's
they're
Day?
probably lying.
Yeah, April Fool's
No
Day
one
is
told
April
me it was
1st.
true. You weren't supposed to text anymore, or you're gonna get tickets.
Oh, while you drive, yeah, of course.
While you drive, I must have said it wrong. Sorry, guys.
I
But
did
listen,
that.
ever since COVID,
About the last
they don't
line.
even bother with you anymore. Like you can text.
You know
nobody
what?
even
All
looks
you gotta
at
do when you drive by.
Don't
is
text
wave
when you're
to the
driving. You can't even drive because you suck at driving. So don't even text it. People can't drive.
People can't even text.
You can't text or drive. Don't try to combine the two because you suck at both. What do you?
What about
So,
your fast
don't,
Italian? You
don't,
text
don't.
when you're driving your fast Italian car?
I don't.
He shuts the phone
No
off.
way. There's
I
no
know
way
that
I
for
do
a fact.
that.
I know the fact for a fact because one time he drove by me on 93 South,
I
and I was
don't.
calling him on the phone. He was dancing.
I put
he was
my music on,
Yep, he
it's
was
my
dancing music,
moment,
and he
I'm
did
in the
phone went,
zone,
Hey,
forget
Charlie,
about
I'm
it."
doing shit. Not gonna talk to you.
No, forget about it.
Me from
You can't. You're telling me you can't wait 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Right.
It's important. People.
I like that.
They,
I do like
they
that.
can wait. They can wait.
I think it shuts your brain
I
off.
tell
too,
my
if you
kids
don't
all the
text
time.
while
I
you're driving.
trick them. You know, I text them. They go, "Where are you?" I'm in the car. I go, "Yeah." I'm gonna slap you when I see you next time. You know what I mean? Don't be doing that. If it's important, pull over or whatever. So, and I'm,
That's good advice.
and my kids are talented, but these, most people aren't. And you can't.
Now, your son was starting quarterback for Merrimack College. Come on,
Yeah, you can't drive, let alone text and drive.
Right.
So
You got to play to people's vanity.
Well, you do know the Italians can, because we're like the Italians, Mario Andretti. Like
We just
drive,
can't
we drive
swim.
the getaway cars.
You can't swim,
You can't
Italians.
swim? You can't swim?
Italians can't swim.
What do you mean you can't swim?
I can swim. Can you swim?
Of course I can swim. I taught myself how to swim.
Most Italians can't swim. 80% of the Italians can't swim.
Really? I never heard that ever in
any
life.
of the
Oh, yeah.
Sicilians.
The
yeah.
80s.
Oh, yeah.
They live on the. What do you mean?
It might be
They
because of
love
the
the
boat
beach.
sinking.
They
in.
love the beach.
Hey,
the
but
Italians.
can they dance though?
But can they
I'm
dance?
telling you.
Can they dance?
Can they dance? Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Russo, you ready for a would you rather?
All right, what would we rather?
Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year of your life?
Oh,
I'd rather lose a year of my life.
Yeah. That's kind of an easy one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with
A jail, all,
Take off the lasher when I'm
a
shitting
jail
myself.
with all women though? Is it jail with all women? I don't know if it's all women jail.
What do you?
Oh yeah,
when you're
yeah I want to hang out with
driving,
those women. I want to hang out with those. Why are you in
what's the
jail?
music you
I
listen
cut my
to?
husband's penis
What do you
off.
got
A
off
lot of
music?
music. I'm a
All
music.
different shit?
I'm a music
Yeah.
guy. I mean, obviously Frank Sinatra's my, Chris Bodie. I love Chris Bodie.
fucking good.
But I love a lot of '80s rap and '80s hip hop and '80s hair bands. I mean, I'm a '70s disco guy. I mean, I'm a huge music lover.
Same here.
And if you're a music lover, then you love
love
all
it all. You
genres.
love
it all.
And usually in our generation, especially.
Right.
Depending on the mood you were in, is the
genre,
music
yeah.
you're listening to. You know what I
right.
mean? So I have so many different variety
We had
of
great music too. I grew up with like Prince.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson for like
Prince is
dance
the best.
music and
I
dance
know.
music. And then you had the '70s stuff. The '70s, I still love the '70s.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
great.
too.
So
Just
Sly and the
dance
Family
stuff.
Stone.
The Bee
Just like,
Gees,
just
the
Bee Gees are
Bee Gees,
unreal.
come on. All that's fun, happy.
But they had some good
upbeat
stuff
music.
too. Like obviously
Boss
some rock and roll. Rock and roll is dead.
Eddie
There's
Van
no
Halen.
rock
Hey,
and
what
roll.
about Eddie
I know.
Van
Halen? I mean,
I know,
we
but there's
love
no
Van
rock and
Halen.
roll like Eddie Van Halen and Aerosmith
Extreme. I
and,
love
and,
Eddie
and
Van
Ozzy
Halen.
Osbourne, Black Sabbath. There's
Sabbath's the
no.
best.
What is now with Godsmack? I'd say right now, and then
Yeah.
some stuff like
He's a local guy too, isn't he?
yeah, Sully. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good guy, local guy.
Do you have
he's a
money
good
to vote?
guy. Yeah, I did.
Jack
Yeah.
White is the only guy that I give a shit about anymore.
Jack White.
Yeah.
White
Best
Stripes? White
Black
Stripes?
Sabbath
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Best Black Sabbath song.
Oh, I like
The Wizard's mine.
I like Iron Man's always been.
Iron Man's a good
Iron's
one.
always been. I mean, even before the movies, always. Just it's so Conan the Barbarian to me.
Right.
Dum, dum. I'm like, dude, someone's getting whacked.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Somebody's angry.
It's like a This is a death march. Someone's getting killed. I'm
Charlie, what is best in life?
yeah. Oh, the limitation of the women. This is best.
I thought Ozzy was pretty good when he went in his own too.
Oh, of course,
I liked it,
absolutely.
yeah. Diary of a Madman.
He's a
Diary of
star.
Madman
He's a
was
star.
what, 1983 or 2, and 82, 83.
Sharon!
Sharon.
I mean, he was killer on the MTV. They got him at the beginning, following
Yeah,
up
they have
right
a
at the
new
beginning.
show on. They have a new show right now on Travel Channel as well.
Him and
looks-
his son,
he
right?
looks
Him and his
good.
boy, right?
And his
The boy,
wife
yeah.
about the
First guy to
haunted-
eat a bat. First guy to eat a bat.
I didn't really
No,
get it.
blood.
Oh, God! Another guy dead.
Carl, you want
Ozzy should be dead, but he's still living. Thank God.
do you want to would you rather?
Yes, please.
Would you rather have all of the traffic lights that you approach be green, or you never have to stand in line for anything again?
Is this a trick question?
Maybe, because they're kind of the same thing, but what do you think?
I
Would you rather wait in your
I
car
don't want
or
to stand.
stand
I
in
No
can't. I
lines.
can't be standing in
Easy.
line. I
Easy.
can't be standing in line.
No lines at all.
Easy.
That's an easy.
Because you
one.
need to stop.
I mean, does that count like? Let
talk
me
to
ask
somebody
you.
on the street? Hey,
Standing
How
in
about you
line.
gonna text?
Does that count like drive when you're in a drive-through in your car? Is that part of it?
Yeah, that's part of
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yep.
No green lights.
No
We love
green
these
lights.
That's fine.
No green lights.
Turn on the-
All right.
I don't pay attention to red lights either, though.
Me neither.
Unless it's a red
that?
light
I
district.
don't know if you
Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. Thank you.
It's stuck in my
The
head.
jazz singer.
All right, you're up for one. You're up.
Okay, thank you.
Charlie, this one's for you. You're a successful guy, but if times get tough, would you rather live out of your car or out of your boat?
Oh, come on,
No, you
please.
can't. You can't live on your car. It's a two-seater.
Yeah, but he's probably got 12 cars.
Yeah, but you can only live out of one car.
Is that the right number?
That's 24 seats,
I
Carl.
think I have 13. I think, but yeah.
Lucky number. It's a Greek Italian thing.
I would say obviously boat.
Boat's
I mean,
better.
come on.
Yeah.
You know, good question.
But you
though.
need a bigger boat. You need a bigger
don't
boat.
need
How many boats do you have?
3 right now.
You need one per ocean.
Oh
at
no,
least,
maybe
right?
I don't know. A bunch of little boats, and then my 3 big boats. I had a
You
big
talking about the ones that
saltwater
fit in the
boat.
tub? Those little tub ones.
Did you ever hear of a Swampscott dory?
Yeah, yeah.
I used to have one of those
Yeah,
back in the day.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. It's like, shape
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
it?
It's a
Swampscott
Swampscott dory.
I
They,
thought that was
drive,
the girl
they
that
take
gave
them out to the
hand jobs for
mooring boats a
$1.
lot.
Yeah,
the
right,
mooring boats
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
I used that as a lobster boat back in the day.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy.
Oh, why do I want a lobster right now? Right?
Jay Pachi's got great lobster rolls.
Jay Pachi got everything's great.
Every food known to mankind.
What do we got, Klaus?
Russo, you're
Yes.
a man that's proud of your past. If you were told you could never talk about one of these two things again, would it be wrestling or breakdancing?
But he's good at both, though.
Shit.
He's great at
Yeah, he's
both.
good
Yeah.
at both. I said good.
You
Relax.
basically, it's Sophie's choice here.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, we don't want to give him a big head.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah, tough.
That's a tough one.
It is.
I take pride. I take so much pride in both those.
Breaking arms
But
or
I would,
breakdancing?
I would probably,
are
I'd
you
have to
better
brag about breakdancing. I mean,
I
I'd have to
know,
cut
I
out
agree with you.
breakdancing. I'd cut out
Cut
the
out
break.
breakdancing?
Would you rather
I'd
wrestle?
cut out the breakdancing,
No
yeah.
way, dude.
Would you rather wrestle? You want to like?
Well,
No!
you know
You
what?
want to sweat with other
I'm gonna tell you.
guys?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna
breakdance?
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because, well, I know. Good point.
And,
I was,
but also, you.
I was a phenom at
Hey,
breakdancing.
if you're
I
on
was a
stage
phenom.
right now, you're doing comedy right now, tonight, right?
Yeah.
Tonight, we're gonna go down to the giggles, right? Tonight, you and I.
can't talk
You
about
can't.
breakdance.
No, you can't wrestle on stage, but you can break dance.
Yeah.
You can break it into that.
That's why I don't have a good agent.
This is your business
First
guy
guy
right
out there. You know what? How about this?
You
And look
can't
at
go-
those pictures. Maybe I don't want to ever
Can't
talk
say,
about
"Ma'am,
wrestling. Look
Ma'am,
at the
come
guys
on
are hugging each
stage.
other.
Ma'am, come on stage. I'm gonna wrestle with you.
You know what? No, looking at those pictures right there, I'm gonna go with. I don't
you
want to
take it
have.
down,
I don't
you
want to
know,
have
who's
the.
that? Yeah.
I don't want to talk wrestling with
That
those
doesn't
photos
look
anymore.
good. Look at the packages.
I'd rather.
What a nutsack.
Yeah. That's a
Hey,
segment.
hey, listen, he's right.
Yeah.
This is your agent right here, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, so for now, I'll never talk about rolling around with men in tights.
All right.
Yeah, what got you laid more? The breakdancing or the wrestling?
The break
It was
dance.
a
goes
sad-
both
yeah, the
ways.
breakdancing got me more
Breakdancing.
dates, but I hadn't gone through puberty yet, so I didn't let them touch it.
How old were you when you started growing hair down there?
I was a sophomore in high school. It's horrible.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It was the Chris September.
This is the whole thing. Back then, I was scared. I didn't want anyone to know. I didn't want anyone to know I hadn't gone through puberty.
I didn't have a diary.
And 30 years later, everyone's shaving their stuff, and I was ahead of my time. I didn't even know.
I remember getting
I'm the
Atari.
same way.
That's funny. Do you really
joystick?
remember the moment?
Yeah.
I remember getting Nintendo, but yeah, I don't remember
I
getting
got an
Atari
Atari.
was
and
great.
You don't remember
Television,
getting your
but-
first hair in your body?
I'm
The
covered from
television,
head to toe
remember
in
the
this shit.
football
I
game in
just-
television?
so-
Yeah.
I have a
I
horrible
don't remember
experience with
getting
mine.
any
I got a horrible experience about not going
chia
through
pet
puberty.
down there.
What
They
happened?
made you take showers at Pope John, which no longer exists.
Right.
So you had to take showers.
In front of the priest?
No, the brothers, you ass. There's no more priests back then. So, anyways, no, you had to go. So we had to take a shower. I had to go through puberty. So I would try to sneak. I didn't even sweat for crying. I was 79 pounds.
You shower with your clothes on.
Oh, I would run in naked, then go out. But then the kids would start teasing me like, "This kid's got no hair."
you can't
on
do
his
that.
body.
You can't do the run in, run out. You're showing fear.
I was scared that
you have
people
to
would know.
walk
I had no hair on
proudly
my
with
Maybe
body.
you had
Walk
an
out,
alopecia.
and then-
So full dump.
I think there's a lawsuit in here somewhere.
Remember what Charlie said
Pope
about
John already got canceled.
no waiting, just punch him right in the throat. That's how you have to handle.
I'm really
taking a
good. At,
shower.
I'm really good at the one-shot punch. I got a couple of bap, little
Make it a good
Napoleon
one.
syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Make it a good one. You
He'd
might,
fucking
might only get one.
He'd whap you right in the throat, this guy. All right, what's
The
next?
throat.
Oh, we got another
I'll
one for
kill
you.
somebody in the throat.
Mr. Monday, you're a world traveler and a foodie.
Yep.
Would you rather have unlimited international first class tickets or never have to pay for food at restaurants again?
I don't care about travel. I don't want to go anywhere besides Fort Lauderdale and Italy. I can cut out Italy.
Yep.
I just want to eat for free everywhere. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
That is
taking the
kinda
first
good.
class. I'm taking the first class flights.
You got a jet,
Sorry.
right?
It feels
Jet.
more expensive. The
I got a
flight
jet.
tickets
Well,
are
that
I have
means-
a jet. I do have a jet. And someone painted Southwest on the side of my jet the other day. Pissed me off. I was like, what's up
Should
with
be
this?
bullshit.
This goddamn vandalism. Look at this vandalism. Ridiculous. Southwest.
His airline matters. His
in
airline
the old
matters.
colors.
Who put Easton on this?
Yeah, Eastern Piedmont.
What about TWA? That was a great airline.
Yeah.
Transworld Atlantic.
Oh my god.
Whenever I hear that thing, I always hear, I don't know.
Remember
But
the
think,
shit
but think
that-
about it, though. If you no, I'm thinking about it. Carl, if you went to 10 restaurants, wherever you
Yeah, but
went,
you
right?
never have
no,
to pay for restaurants. You tape shows in restaurants.
No, I pay for restaurants.
All right, fair enough.
I'm
He
a
does.
big. I
He
pay-
actually very active.
listen to this.
Reverse now. First class.
If you go
Oh.
first class anywhere, that's a big. That's dropping big dimes. Especially to Italy, first class to Italy.
What
that's
about the,
10
what about
Gs.
the ones that you sleep in them? They got the beds in them?
Yeah, it's that's first class to Italy. You roll it out on British Airways.
Yeah, but how often am I going to go? Once a year? I
Maybe
mean,
you might go more.
I'm gonna
There you
eat.
go.
Listen, I might go out to dinner.
He might
Live
eat
a
every
little.
day. He's Italian.
Live a
Yeah, you
little.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
The food in Florida is way better than Italy, right?
The Mall of Millennia in Florida is amazing.
Do you ever do a show down Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Lots of times.
I was on one of those.
I'm down there a lot.
Yeah.
With Johnny Damon
That's right.
and,
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
Tim Wakefield. Yeah, that was and
And
Mickey,
the Mickey
Ward.
Ward
Yep,
and
sure.
yeah.
We had a great. As a matter of fact, we were inside at that all. We were golfing. I think I stole one of Johnny
We were at my
Damon's
house.
rings.
We're playing pool at 4
We
o'clock
drank
in
it
the morning.
Frank Sinatra, $300
Frank
Frank
Sin-
Sinatra scotch.
What a
Frank
night that
Sinatra
must have been.
scotch, yeah. Well, then we followed up with the next night. Then the next night, by the fourth night, I ran out of scotch. The friends start to dwindle. Angel's like they never leave. Like once the scotch runs out, they'll figure it out. Then they'll move on to the next house.
Do you have a Holly?
I don't. I got a Ducati.
Okay. Well, all right. So
I have a
you-
Ducati. My son-in-law's a Harley.
You're keeping the Italians in business.
Yes, I am.
Nice job.
The Ducati is owned by Lamborghini,
That's
which
cool.
is owned by Audi. So
Your
Audi.
son-in-law, he's got a Holly over there?
Yeah, he does. He has a new. What do you have, Sean?
Nice.
It's a 2020.
Really?
Road guys.
Wait, let me ask you a
Just
question.
Should have got a
Good year.
2019
Your
or a
good
2020.
year.
Yeah, just in case you know what year it was.
2020,
What does
gotta
4-month-old
trade
get? What does 4-month-old get? Hold on, so what do you mean he got a 2020? He just got a
Well, he got a new. I have a new grandkid. He gave me a second grandkid, so he bought himself a Harley. This
There
kid's
you
smart. I give him that though. He's definitely taking a page out of
Get
my
a
book.
sidecar for your
Yeah, I was gonna say
father-in-law.
you need the sidecar.
Oh, that would never happen.
What do we got? We got some fan art? Look at this fan art.
We get fan art all the time. We didn't have time to do a full segment this week, but we did have one specifically sent in for the show. This is from Ramon, who's a huge fan of Charlie Moore. Let's check it out.
Owen.
Mad Fish, yo.
That's
Nice.
Mad Fish,
Wow.
yo.
That's awesome.
He made you look demented.
That's good.
Is that Russo?
Wait, which one are you? I must be the green
I'm
one.
the guy
green
in
shirt.
the.
Who's a leprechaun?
Cal, you're in the middle. I don't know where you
Look
got
at
that.
Who tailored my fucking jacket?
I like
That,
that.
that shirt is
Mad
sponsored by,
Fish, yo. That's
by
awesome.
Puma.
Is that an off-board
Who is
motor?
this
Is that what
guy?
that's called?
That's
Is this
awesome.
a jail guy or? We
Ramon.
have, like,
No, he
people in
wasn't.
jail,
They're not
they
allowed
send
to have
us
colored
some,
pencils in
jail
jail.
mail. What was this guy from?
This is just a kid. They didn't say. It looks like it says Lexington.
That's
Ramon
awesome.
from Lexington.
Lexington, Kentucky.
I want to know how he knew that you're not allowed to have colored pencils in jail.
You know, why do you think I stick him on my ass?
Because he's a pen pal of Eddie Esposito. You know Eddie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
him and Eddie are
Whitey
pen pals.
Bulger's. He was on the transfer with Whitey.
He
before
killed
got
Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
So he knows him really good from they're right back and forth.
Yep.
I don't know.
And he can't get you colored.
McKlasky gave him the blueprint how to kill Whitey Bulger.
They, you know.
I mean,
we're connected.
you can't get in trouble for that.
No, it seemed nobody got in trouble for that, did they? No, nobody did.
It's the same cameras that
Is that all we
Jeffrey
have for
Epstein.
fan art?
That's all we were allowed to show. The Facebook banned the other three.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie, they made your face look demented.
What were we doing with the
Yeah.
fish?
That must have been when you were 30 pounds heavier.
225.
Yeah.
No, that's the Latino. That's the
I
Latino.
look.
That's the Latino.
I look like
Official.
I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger's face.
Is that a gay pride shirt?
I think it is.
No, that shirt.
I'm all right with that though.
I'm all right with that.
I'm all right with
I
that.
love
That shirt is sponsored by Puma.
all right with it.
That's one of the Puma golf shirts, right?
I'm all right with doing whatever you want. Just don't talk about it. You feel me? It's like you know. All right, I'm cool with whatever you want to do. Just
Oh, he's from
you know,
Dorchester,
come on.
Ramon. He's from Dorchester.
Well, that's cool.
It's like do whatever.
That
you
looks
want,
like a
but, you know.
Dorchester sixth grader right there, Art. You know.
Hey, listen, we got a little more than we bargained for tonight. You're a pretty fucking cool guy.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
No, you're
coming
awesome.
up. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Yeah. What do you think, guys? Charlie Moore?
Love you,
Fucking
guys.
awesome.
Love you,
I
Russo.
love you too, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, listen, let's rally and make this week great. All right, Monday.